All right guys, so in this video here, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what I do to prepare for every single session that I play at the poker tables. And some of you guys might be surprised by this. Some of you guys might be like, all right, this is just a jack thing to do. So I'm gonna get right into it. So the first thing I do every single day before every single session I play is I meditate for about 5 minutes. I do 4 to 5 minutes of meditating. And by meditating, I can do that anywhere. Sometimes I meditate in the shower where I'm just breathing and being present with, the water coming down my back, or I can meditate while I'm laying down on my bed, just relaxing. I also meditate outside where I do walking meditation, where I slowly I'll just slowly take a walk and just kind of observe my surroundings. So meditation is basically breathing and being present with the moment. So you can do anything while you're meditating. Like when I say anything, I mean, you don't want to do a task, like something that involves thinking, but you just want to breathe and just be present with the moment as much as you can. And even if you have thoughts, just pay attention to the thoughts and just let them kind of be. Okay, let your thoughts just kind of be there and just notice them and notice the separation. And if you can do that, you're already meditating, okay? So this is really important for me because in poker, while you're at the tables and you're playing poker, it's very important for your mind to be able to stay present and think about all the poker spots or any critical decision making that you have to make. So you want to totally be there mentally, and you don't want to be thinking about something else. So meditation kind of primes your mind to kind of be focused, let's call it, okay? So that's my first step in my 3-step process. Second one is I do some affirmations. So I do this, I do it in my mind. So let's say, like, for example, lately during summertime, I've been doing all these 3 things outside. So I've been walking slowly, I do my meditation, and then I do affirmations. So where I tell myself, I started off with play slow, let the poker come to you. Focus, focus, focus. Play focused and well, every single hand on every single street card. These are things that I tell myself in my mind. So I'm kind of like priming myself already. I'm just like getting myself ready for my session. And I have about like a list of 13, 14, 15 things that I go over in my mind. I have them memorized, and I just kind of roll through that, and it helps me become primed. And you don't have to do the exact same affirmations that I do. You can do anything, for yourself. For me, like some of mine are like make sure the room is cold/cool, because I play poker a lot better when the room is cold or cool, because when it's too hot, your brain just can't think that well. Another one of mine is work hard and smart. Okay, so I don't only want to play long hours, I want to play smart hours as well. So I want to maximize my time. So I always tell myself these things every single day. And then I'll visualize a hand where I'm thinking all the way through, from beginning to end. So for example, I'll just be walking, and in my mind I'm doing this. Think about like, okay, I have 7-4 suited, I'm on the button versus this player. Let's say I min raise, flop comes, jack 7-3, and I play out the hand in my mind. Okay, I check it back, turn comes a 6, he bets half pot, now I'm thinking about the hand, I call, and I just play out one hand all the way through and make sure I inject logic and I think that hand all the way through, so that I get my brain in that mode of like, okay, we're getting ready to think, we're getting ready to play. So that's something I do. And then the last thing I'll do with my affirmations, I'll just say, immerse yourself into the process, be the process, love it, believe in it. And I have all these things, and sometimes I'll switch it up on a day-to-day basis. I have the core of what I like to go over in my mind, and I'll add some things if I feel it necessary on a day-to-day basis. And the third thing I do is something I've learned from Tony Robbins, going to a seminar. And basically what it is you hold your hands like this, 2 hands on your chest, on your heart, and you feel and visualize something that you're really grateful for in your life. So I spent another 5 minutes on this, where I touch my heart like this, and I'm thinking and visualizing 3 things that I'm grateful for in my life right now, okay? And I make sure that I feel it. You know, I feel that gratitude and I feel that appreciation for these things that I'm thinking about. And I do this outside too. Okay, so like I'll do this outside sometimes. Like I remember there was like I think it was a couple months ago. I was next to a hotel out here, and I'm over here just like, you know, like with a smirk on my face because I'm thinking about things I'm grateful for. I'm like, I got this smirk on my face, like this. I'm just breathing, doing my thing, and this guy just like looks at me like sketched out. He's like, "Are you all right, man?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm good." And it was just funny because like I noticed myself. I probably look like a real weirdo when I'm doing this outside. But I mean, in the wintertime, I just do it like I just lay down on my back and I do it in bed, the meditation, the affirmations, and then the gratitude. But the point is, I've been doing this, the 3 of these things every day, I want to say for about 4 or 5 years. I don't do them on Tuesdays because I take Tuesdays off, but for 4 to 5 years, I've been doing this. I started meditating maybe like 7 or 8 years ago. Then I added these 2 things, the affirmations and the gratitude about 4 or 5 years ago. And I do it before every single session. I won't let myself play without it. And I find that it primes me in the right kind of way. And I just feel good. It just makes me feel good right before I enter my session. So I know like there's nothing else on my mind. I'm really focused. I'm ready to play. My brain is sharp. Okay, so all these things are really important because you want to maximize your time at the tables and, you know, play the absolute best you can and be on your A game as much as humanly possible. So for people watching this, I don't really recommend starting with 15 minutes. I always started smaller, you know, like maybe 3 minutes of each of these instead of 5 minutes of each, so it becomes smaller. For you watching, you might want to do 2 minutes. You might want to do 3 minutes. You might want to do 5 minutes, you know. So I would just slow it down if I'm you guys and start off small, see what you're comfortable with, because you don't ever want to get to a place where your pre-poker routine is going to be something that you're dreading, okay? That's the worst thing that can happen. If it becomes something that you're actually dreading, where you're just like, oh my God, I don't even want to play poker because I don't want to go through my pre-morning routine. You never want to get to that point. You want to make it so small, start baby steps, even do 1 minute. You know, doing 1 minute of something is better than just starting your session, you know, just not primed at all. So I definitely recommend adding some sort of, you know, pre-session routine, but I also definitely recommend to start very small and don't do anything that's going to make you feel overwhelmed or any kind of dread at all, because you don't want to have any dread before you start, you know, playing poker. You want to do something that you're like excited to start almost. Not even that you're excited to start, but you're like, I mean, I guess excited would be the word, that you really want to start it so you know that you're going to be playing primed and you're going to be playing your best poker, you know, in that particular session. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions at all about my routine, or if you guys want me to comment on a routine that you have or you were thinking about having, just drop it in the comments down below and I'll come in and answer. Like if you have a routine in mind, I can give you my thoughts on it. But for everybody, it's going to be a little bit different. So I'd say just go for it. You know, just start small, go for it, and see how you feel. Like, see how much more focused you're going to be at the tables when you actually have a little, you know, like when you think about like, you know, athletes. Let's say when you think about UFC fighters, they have their pre-fight kind of routines where they're kind of like just boxing around, you know, they're just like punching and like they're sparring a little bit, whatever it may be. And then, you know, basketball players, they have their shoot around, they do layups, you know, you got to warm yourself up a little bit. You can't just go cold right into the session because then you might get tilted faster. Something just throws you off or whatever it may be. So definitely highly recommend doing something, get something going. And I think you're going to notice a difference, you know, even in the first week, you know, you're going to start noticing a difference. So yeah, good luck to you guys and drop a comment and I'll see you guys in the next video.